Hi everyone, today's video I'm going to be going over trip planning and how do I research the area before I go to the customer and how do I make sure to avoid hitting bridges or going down horizontal streets. So for the building question, we're going to be going to this building today. We can see it has an entrance over here. We're going to call that A. We see they have an entrance here and we're going to call this B. Things also I'm looking at on the map, I'm looking at any railroad tracks or any bridges around the building. So we're gonna have to keep these in our research when we're looking up the location. So for today, we're gonna start with A. So we're gonna put a map here. We're gonna go down to Street View, look at the back of the building. We're trying to figure out to see if this is gonna be the direction we're gonna be going in. We're looking at any signs telling us, hey, this is the trucker entrance. Now on the bridge, I'm looking to see if there's any signs says it's what the height of the bridge is. And people like to teach us to say, hey, if there's no sign on it, then go ahead and assume it's for over 14 feet, which is a good indication. But I like to research the whole area. Like if I can't see it here, I'm still gonna look up all the way to the beginning of the street, because there's a bridge. I used to go down to New York, and there's a bridge. Literally, will give you like a warning 3 miles before you get to it. We'll say there's down this road, there's a little bridge 3 miles away. So it's sometimes you have to start from the point where you're going to veer off to that road to figure out, hey, sometimes there's like a turnaround for these bridges, so you also have to look at that to be able to, when you're doing your research as well. So in this situation, there's no signs on this bridge, so let's go to the other side to see if we can see any indication on this side of the bridge as well. Nothing. I'm not seeing anything. So what we're going to do, as I said again, we're going to go back all the way to the beginning of the road to see if we can see anything. Maybe there's a sign that they have before you turn into this road. Let's see. Nothing. But okay, so what I see is I see this sign here. So we're going to go down to that sign to look at it to see if we can see the height of that bridge. Okay, so now this sign tells us it's a 10-3. So now this road is, no, we're not coming down this road. So now let's research the other side of the building, and so we can figure out if that's the way we want to go. And I wish it took. Okay, so let's do it back again. So now, if let's say this, so now we're saying that entrance is not going to be the one we're going to go in. So what we're doing now, we're researching this entrance to see if this is going to be the one for us. Things I'm looking at tire marks on the ground like this, indication that truck's been turning really tight, and they're pivoting the tires. So they turned, so because the road, and then they start turning very sharply to be able to swing it in. So more than likely the head of the trailer was here, and they were trying to like pull it in really tight. So the back tires were basically pivoting. So this bridge has no sign. So let's go back to the beginning of the street just to double check there's no signs on it. Again, nothing. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing no indications on the bridge. So we're gonna assume that this bridge is over 14 feet. But let's say for today's purposes, just to make it more fun for what I'm trying to show, let's say the entrance they told you needed to get in is from here. Okay. Now you're gonna be like, man, no, there's a little bridge here. But let's say if you didn't research your route and you came here, and now you're looking at this bridge that's 10.3. And you'd be like, oh, so now you'll have to back up. You'll have to back up all the way to the beginning of the road just to be able to get in. Okay. So, or if you didn't call or you didn't research it, then you might have to go through here, and then that's the wrong way in, and they'll be telling you like, hey, that's not the way we want you in. So now the way I tell people to research it is basically this how it follows. So what we're gonna do is, now they told us this where we want to be, right? So when I'm looking at the map, I'm looking at all the major streets. I'm not all this here in the middle. I'm like graying it out. This is not important to me. Okay, this is not important. What's important for me is all the major roads. So these are the points I'm gonna do a research on to be able to help me get to a place. Things I'm looking at these points, I'm looking for no truck signs. I'm looking for little bridges. I'm looking for that. So basically, if let's say you came whatever direction is, and this helps you for the last 10%. Actually, let me back that up. So this will help you determine which way you want to come to this customer. Because let's say if you're coming from a certain direction, then you'll be able to just put your points and then just come down easier to the location that you're trying to go to. So I'm going to unzoom out of the map a little bit. So let's say you was coming off of the highway from here. So I would put the first point over here. I'd put a checkpoint over here, and then I would put my last checkpoint over here, and then till I get to the customer over here. So that's will be my checkpoint. So my route will be basically like this. Sorry about my swivelly handwriting, but you see all these X's, that's marks I'm going to be researching to make sure this is a truck route. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to take the marks off, and we're going to start with looking at, so we're going to put a point here. We're going to put it over here. Okay. And we're going to look at the road. We're going to see, okay, this looks like a truck, fine. We're not seeing no signs that says no trucks. Okay. We're going to go down the road. Now, if you're unsure about an area, I recommend doing like just actually physically keep tapping down the road. So this way you're getting familiar with the road. But for the video purposes, we're going to speed it up if I can not mess up my video. So we're going to come down. So we knew, so our first point was here, which is off the highway. The second point was here, that we're at right now. The second point we're going to research is here. But we're going to research also in the middle here first before we jump. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one here is 5 to get to the customer. So when I'm doing this, I'm putting on the map, I'm putting add a stop. So that's going to be add a stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm telling the GPS, take me to these. This is the way I want you to take me. Make sense? So let's go back to our research. So we said the next plan, we're going to come down here. So we're going to put it down here, like under the section. So we are able to look all the way around. So we're trying to see if we see any indication. We're going to be coming down this road and to see if there is any sign that says no trucks. Nothing yet. So let's go to our third one. So here, down here on Newton. So we're going to put it here, and we're going to look down to see if there is any signs or anything that tells us, hey, we don't want trucks down this road. And as of now, nothing. Now we can go one step further, and we can go down the road as closer as possible. Like let's say we can put it down here, and like any major roads, because like, you know, if you're going to be turning there as well, we still don't see a sign that says no trucks. So we already made a plan how we're going to come to this customer. So we're not letting the GPS take us where it wants to go. So again, so we put 1 here, we put 2 here, and 3 here, and then we did where's Newton? I lost my own map. Okay, because I had it too much on Zoom. Okay, so and then we knew. Okay, let's keep it like this. Okay, so we knew 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So when we researched it, we told the GPS to take us the specific route that we wanted to go in. Okay, if you guys have any questions, please add to this video. I know I made it a little long and lengthy, but that's how I research it. Now I'm going to add one more thing actually before I end this video. Let me close this. Now on the map here, so when you add, let's say, a location, so just for anything, we're just going to put this directions. Now we're going to see down here on the 3 lines. This video is going to get longer. I need to move this here. Okay, so see this here, add a stop. That's what I'm talking about. So you're going to choose on map, and you're going to put wherever the location you want it. So let's say this is one of your locations. Then you're going to press OK, and then you're going to add in that. And so whenever you get to the location, it's going to say next, go next, go next, go next, go next. Thank you guys, and have a blessed day. If you guys have any add-ons to this video, please leave it in the comments. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Thank you guys, and have a blessed day. Thank you.